So, several months ago, I decided that I'd like to try roasting my own coffee. And there's a lot of different ways to do it. Some cost a lot. Some of these roasters that you can buy are very, very expensive. But I went with the cheapest method I possibly could because I didn't know if I wanted to keep doing it or not. I didn't know how well it would turn out. So this is what I bought. I have this Whirly Pop, and this is an off-brand that I got on Amazon. It's fairly good, but it's kind of flimsy. It's not super heavy duty. Probably could have bought a nicer one, but essentially, what you do is I had to buy this as well, this single burner. And the reason I bought this instead of just putting this on the stove and doing it in the kitchen is it smokes a lot, makes a really nasty smelling smoke when you start roasting coffee. So I bought this little electric burner that I can take out in the garage, and this is what the coffee beans look like. That, when they're not roasted, they're green. And I bought these are Colombian ones. I bought them on Amazon in a 5 pound increment. But you can buy Ethiopian, you can buy Central American, all kinds of different things. So I'm out in the garage, and I got this burner, and I'd turn it all the way up to maximum, and I put a temperature probe inside in the bottom there. And once it reaches a certain temperature, then you pour the coffee in and close the lid. And then for about, no joke, 30 minutes, you crank this handle and it turns the agitator inside there round and round and round, right? And that's how you roast the coffee then, right? So that worked for several batches. And then this thing started to fail on me. This mechanism right here it's got a screw right there with an Allen fitting on it, and then there's another one. There's another screw here, same kind of deal, and they were loose, and so I tried to tighten them, and I was able to do another batch or two, but it just started getting jammed, and my coffee was burning, and so I dumped it out. And I just kind of threw up my hands and like, well, I guess I'll just go back to buying Costco coffee. And so I was out in the garage one day, and Tommy came home, came in the garage, and I'm out there wearing a winter coat and my Browns hat, and he sees me struggling with this thing, and a few days later he says, "Dad, I bought you a coffee roaster." So now I want to show you what the setup is I have now, which it's not like a super fancy thing, but it is way, way nicer than what I had. So this is it. I've already made a couple batches of coffee in this, but yeah, you plug it in, and you use this little control panel here to set the profile, and put your coffee in here, and it goes into a hopper that gets heated and turns continuously, and you can pull out this little sample spoon and see if the roast is as dark as you want it, and you can kind of see in the little window down there the coffee being turned, and then when it's ready, you pull this thing out and you dump the beans, and they fall into this nice little tray where they cool off. Another nice feature is this little drawer right here that you pull out, which is kind of dirty, but that collects all the chaff. Whereas the method I was using with that Whirly Pop, all the chaff was just mixed in with the beans, and and I couldn't separate it very easily, so I would just leave it in there. I'm sure that doesn't taste very good, but that's what I was doing. This comes out much nicer, and then you have your heat, your little chimney back here, it comes with some pipes. You can extend this up and out so you can like ventilate it outdoors. But I'm in my garage here. And you can see I don't really have it set up where I have lots of room to work. I'm going to have to clean all this up, but I don't really need to vent it. There's plenty of ventilation in here. So anyway, yeah, so I'm hopefully going to figure this out and then be able to share with you all some good tasting coffee. This is actually what I've roasted so far, just to show you what it looks like when it's done. It looks just like regular coffee, but nice uniform color. And what I was doing in the Whirly Pop wasn't as uniform as this. And like I said, there's no chaff in here, so it's it's clean. Ready to grind and drink.